In every generation, God calls ordinary people to do extraordinary things. The restoration of the gospel in the latter days wasn't a solo mission. It was a chorus, a rising harmony of men, women, and even children whose faith, sacrifice, and voices shaped the movement we now call the Restoration. Today, we explore the voices of the Restoration, the testimonies, struggles, revelations, and contributions of the people God raised for a divine purpose. The Restoration begins with a young boy asking a simple yet profound question: which church is right? In response, heaven opened. Joseph Smith's voice becomes the first echo of the Restoration, declaring that God still speaks, that revelation continues, and that truth can be known. But his journey wasn't without challenges. Persecution, doubt, poverty, and danger followed him, yet his voice remained steady. I knew it, and I knew that God knew it. He recorded revelations, organized the church, translated the Book of Mormon, and set the foundation for a global faith. The next voices come from men who saw and heard the miraculous. The three witnesses, Oliver Cowdery, David Whitmer, and Martin Harris, who saw the angel and the plates. The 8 witnesses, family members and close friends who held the plates and bore firm testimony. Though some later distanced themselves from the church, none ever denied what they saw. Their voices still stand as a powerful legal and spiritual testimony. We declare with words of soberness that W. E. saw and handled the plates. Oliver wasn't just a scribe. He was one of the earliest converts and a man of revelation. He wrote as Joseph translated, experienced visions with him, and helped restore priesthood authority through heavenly messengers, despite later disagreements and separation. Oliver returned testifying before his death. These were hands that handled the plates. His voice bridges humanity and heaven, reminding us that doubt does not cancel spiritual experience. Behind the scenes stood Emma Hale Smith, a woman of courage, compassion, and spiritual depth. She welcomed Joseph into her family despite opposition, supported the translation process, and preserved scattered manuscripts that would have been lost forever. Her revelation, preserved in Doctrine and Covenants section 25, called her an elect lady. Emma's voice is one of strength, sacrifice, and divine calling. After Joseph's martyrdom, new voices carried the Restoration forward. Brigham Young and the early saints crossed plains, deserts, and mountains seeking refuge and the freedom to worship. Their stories of frostbitten feet, buried children, starving days, and miracles at night form a powerful testimony that the Restoration was worth every sacrifice. Their voices declare, we kept going because the Lord went with us, from the 1800s to the present day. God continues to speak through living prophets. Each leader added a new voice. Joseph F. Smith Brew. Revelation on the Spirit World. Spencer W. Kimball opened priesthood and temple blessings to all. Modern prophets emphasize gathering Israel, temple work, and personal revelation. The Restoration was never meant to be a moment. It is a continuing movement. The Restoration isn't just the story of prophets, pioneers, or scripture. It is also the story of missionaries who leave home with faith, youth who choose to stand for truth, parents teaching children, and believers worldwide who testify that God is still active, still speaking, still guiding. Your voice matters too. The Restoration continues every time someone prays, studies scripture, serves a neighbor, or bears witness of Christ. From Joseph Smith in the Grove to Emma preserving sacred records, to pioneers crossing new frontiers, to prophets and disciples today, the Restoration is a choir, not a solo. And now your life, your testimony, your devotion adds another voice to God's unfolding work. The Restoration continues with you. Thanks for watching.